Simultaneous writers and actors strikes have left Hollywood at a standstill, and that could reshape the entertainment industry. Some well-established actors and writers had been making a living off social media content even before SAG-AFTRA and the Writers Guild started picketing in Los Angeles and New York City. My next guest lays it out in a piece in the Washington Post with the headline, "The creator economy was already exploding, then Hollywood went on strike." Let's bring in Washington Post reporter Drew Harwell. Drew, first, let's start with what the creator economy is.
All the influencers, video makers, the people who have built audiences of millions of people on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, they are so many and so popular and successful that they are an economy all to themselves. And we call them the creator economy. And, we used to sort of laugh at them that they were influencers. They were just sort of a toy online that people would pay attention to, but they really are an economic force. And as we go into this summer of strikes where we're kind of questioning how the media will sort of endure for these months of a content gap, we're starting to look at these creators as, a force that could both keep people looking at their phones and also help Hollywood stay afloat.
Now, how does that work? How does Hollywood stay afloat? I get people looking at their phones because they can't look at something else. I assume that's how it's going to work. But how does it work from the Hollywood end?
So we've been hearing about studios, producers who are looking at their content schedules, looking at these, fall lineups that are shelved, movie release calendars that are frozen. If this strike goes on for many months, as some expect, they'll be eyeing holes in their calendar. And so they might say, well, let's look to TikTok and Instagram, these people who have tens of millions of fans already baked in and who are pretty good at making videos by themselves, and see if they can sort of fill that calendar. But it is a little more complicated than that, as you can expect. I mean, TikTok is one thing, but it is not the kind of, Hollywood empire that can create these real great scripted movies. And, on the Hollywood side, from the striking actors and writers, you have people saying, we don't want a bunch of TikTok scabs coming in and taking our jobs. So you have these producers who are, wanting to kind of bottle the magic of these popular influencers, but it's going to be a lot harder than just giving them money.
And it can't go the other way. In other words, a writer or actor can't go play around in the creator economy and make money because of their obligations to their unions.
Yeah, but you're still seeing some writers and actors who are trying to have it both ways. Maybe not doing the same kind of money-making contracts that they would make in a more established studio, but they're building, their personality. They're building a profile online. They're trying out new things. They're going on platforms like Twitch and doing live stream shows and getting advertisers. And so it's a real interesting inflection point where you're seeing these kind of traditional celebrities trying out this new kind of celebrity in something like TikTok and Instagram, and really building a following and kind of getting to stretch their muscles a little bit. So, these previous strikes where, back in the 60s and even in the 2000s, they really changed entertainment in America. Back in the 60s, we had a whole different movie industry after Ronald Reagan, negotiated residuals for actors. And then in the 2000s, you saw the boom of reality TV, not just, reality shows, but docuseries, news, sports that really now fill the TV calendar. So what is this strike going to mean, and how will the internet play into that?
And the final question is, SAG-AFTRA currently allows influencers to enter into an agreement with the union. Is that if these content creators are benefiting from the strike, basically by becoming more popular, why would they want to join the union?
Yeah, I mean, that's the $1 million question. It's the SAG-AFTRA influencer agreement is only a couple of years old. It's a really interesting, I think, reflection of how far this economy has gone. But it's a different market for them because, SAG-AFTRA, they negotiate with the big studios, some tech companies like Amazon and Apple that are kind of studio light. But, beyond sort of access to a pension and health insurance, it's a really kind of a different bargain for them. So you're seeing SAG-AFTRA try to go to these creators and say, join us, team up with us. This is going to be your battle too, as we all kind of enter this new age of entertainment.
Drew Harwell with The Washington Post. Thanks so much, Drew.
Thank you.